Hello and welcome to the pre-show for Nooners. How are we all doing? Alright. In theory I have this all correct. Alright, a little laggy in the beginning. Tapering off. How's everybody doing? Woo woo! Alright. Get one of these on. Get one of these open. Cancel, dismiss. Moved him, so technically he's moved. So, let's turn up some volume because I can't hear for shit. Anyway. How's everybody doing? Woo! Alright, let's do this. Alright, come back. Okay, I'm back. I don't like the space on the side of my smoking section. Let's see if we can fix it just a little bit. Boom. I'll take a little bit up top. Look, you can see me waving. Yeah, anyway. How's everybody doing? Ah! So, why does this keep moving? Like, can I tighten this up? Anyway, okay. Ugh. How's everybody doing? Monday? Busy weekend? William and I recorded, so you'll hear him next week. I bumped Vinny for him. I think I need to go back and re-listen to it. So no, he won't. I don't know. I have mixed feelings about it. Maybe I'll send it to somebody to see if it's like I can't like not release it, but I don't know. I think here's what. Okay, so here's a couple of things, right? Am I too close to the Liam episode? I enjoyed it. I thought it was a nice father-son conversation, but am I worried of how it comes across? I don't know. I might just keep it and just be like, screw it. Like, here's some real life with a father-son. So we'll see. Um, I sent it to Kelly, but I don't even know if she'd watch it or not or in advance. So we'll see. Hold on. I got stuff everywhere. Everywhere. Where do I put stuff? Like, I'm trying not to be cluttery. What is interesting, though, is everything is cluttered. Why don't you just ask? Because I'm still on the fence on whether or not I'm going to re-listen to it first. You would watch it. I think I have most of it set up. Let's see. So I got home last night. I re-recorded the last of Lost episode. Sent an email. CineAmigos was already done before I left. Then there's I worked on stuff. To be fair, I was in bed just after midnight, I think, which was like the Mind Pocket guests. Oh, that's what I try to work on. Oh my god, it's so laggy. Why are you so laggy? Fix. I don't even have everything like turned off. I don't have anything on. Like, why is it being so janky right now? Like, it's bad. Hold on. Fix. I got 3 minutes. All right, I'm gonna hope it tapers off a minute, because like, ooh, it is very upset. Let me look at a couple things real quick. Like, if I just stop talking. We're seeing like 3-second skips. It's getting bonkers out here, man. I thought it was just me. It disconnected and I had to close and give you 5 cents. 5 cents of advertising. Alright, it's still lagging. Alright, it's getting a little bit better. I'm here, woo! Woo! What would cause the lag? And I can't even restart the computer without losing everything. Alright, we're gonna write it out. I don't have anything playing. Like, I closed everything. I took screenshots of stuff so I don't have to, like, back and forth a bunch of stuff. Maybe it's slagging because everybody nearby is taking all the internet trying to come in and to watch Nooners. Like, everybody's taking all the internet because they're like, oh, it's Nooners. And they're like, we need to get in there. Is the only thing I can really think of. Like, let's be fair. Okay. Let's move this one back here. Like, I don't want to turn the TV off. I like the TV. Alright. Well, we'll see what happens. So okay, so it should be more like, oh man, it keeps dropping. Like the internet's like your show's so bad. Like I don't even want to air you. That's how bad this is. Like, I mean, I would like to hope that it was because like 8 more people wanted to come watch. Like that'd be kind of cool. Like positive dad is like somehow off-putting a little bit. Hey, I like to try to be positive every once in a while. Um, I'm not even on the right screen on this thing, am I? What is the name? Okay, hold on. Maybe it's the universe telling me I fucked up. Hold on. I did mess something up. The title's wrong. Oh, let me fix it real quick. Hey, welcome to the Nooners. It's 12 o'clock. Where are you? Like all those old PSAs. Okay, so let's go into here because it's not Patreon updates. It's amazing pancakes, chat with Marshals, or chat about Marshals, and a Mind Pockets 100 review. So let's update that right now. Update, save. Ooh, that would have been embarrassing. I'm used to it as a sign. Um, all right, boom. All right, I fixed it. So that's done. Let's close YouTube because for whatever reason it's like, oh, look at that. Look, the numbers are getting better. Drop frame percentage is at 16.1, 16 even. Hold on, we're gonna go to wait. 15.9. The universe has a very weird way of letting me know that something is wrong. Um, and it was, I mean, I don't know. Like, I'll give you positive. Positive Ben was a little bit weird. I think negative Ben was a little aggressive. But Universe Talk, I think Universe Ben catching the signs. He's on it. Yeah, everything's evening back out. We're good. Hey guys, it's Nooners. What you guys been up to? Um, there's how funny is it to think in the last 3 days there's been 16 hour of live whimsy plus the new episode for another 118. There's like 17 hours of whimsy produced in the last 3 days. Yeah. But just like everything else whimsy does, there were some hiccups, and we'll talk about that here in a little bit. Nooners, I will tell you a little bit about my week. I'll tell you a little bit about what I'm watching on TV, and then today we're gonna just do a nice wrap up of the Mind Pockets 100 experience, the live stream, and some post. And we'll get into some of the totals that we use for the giveaways, and kind of go from there. So let's get the show going. Like, what is Sophie gonna think about when she's like fucking a tween and she's like, oh my god, my dad, he woots all the time. Getting to know me. I'm gonna use this one probably a little bit more because I love that Kit sent me this animation for her. I wanted so one of the things for 100 was in the top screen. I just rotated some advertising. Um, Skylar submitted some custom art with her social tags. Kit was able to animate hers. I had the Nature's Wings 75 on there, as well as a couple of the reminders for the giveaways, and then I used Kelly's Mind Pockets to remind people Mind Pockets is on Saturdays. But yeah, look at that fucking Kit. Like, how cool would that be? I want to do. She's she's playing with animation. Maybe next week, I'll show you guys some of the stuff that she's doing with the animation stuff. Nothing crazy, um, but I would like to try to incorporate some kind of like gnome animation into one of the live shows. I think it would be interesting. It would be cool. But Kit submitted a new comic that I sent her. I probably should have put this on 100 or the Lost episode, but I couldn't. I got by the end of 100, the setup and the prep. Um, I was thin. I was dragging. Um, I drug myself across the finish line, and for the most part, huge success. One hiccup, fixed it, amazing. I think one of my prouder moments. But here's a comic that she gave. Hold on, let's make it bigger for you guys. Oh god, you suck. You moved. Okay, hold on. Okay, where's my camera button? Can I turn my camera off? Okay. So obviously I'll give you guys the bigger ones. But look how cool she did. She has the background. She has the stuff hanging. She got my phone there, and we got the gnomes and Kitschy in it. So we got old man sitting here thinking. And then old man's wonder what a comic mind pocket would look like. Boom, recorder. Have Kit draw me doing a mind pocket. Are you kidding me? And then boom. Look at this. Kit totally drew me mind pocketing. Um, this is absolutely amazing. Uh, like with little to no context, like if you don't watch the Mind Pocket show, is kind of you might lose a little bit of it. But I love that old man is touching the sides, like he's breaking that fourth wall. I absolutely adore this thing. These are one of the things I was laughing at last week when 2 weeks ago when I told you Kit made me laugh. Because I just wrote this, I just wrote the dialogue and like what was happening, and she draws the rest of it. So like, oh, huge shout out to Kit, dude. That's so fun. Look how cool that is. So uh, I got some more coming. I got 6 or 7 more coming. But yeah, I just love that mind pocket. I thought that was cute. Here's a picture of my pancakes. Okay, so now you can see obviously they look more biscuity. Okay, so these were uh, pancake, yogurt, throw in a little milk, a little water, right, to kind of like help. Sometimes it's a little too thick, right? So, but look how fluffy those things look. They look biscuit-esque, but dude, these things are like way light. Similar to the Japanese souffle pancakes. Um, that uses a meringue versus the yogurt, but they were delicious. I'm gonna make some next week for mom and grandma for breakfast, so they can take a look at that bad boy. I'll probably keep them uh, where I'm supposed to because I have a tendency to overfill. So if I over, so me when I need like a little snacky snack, boom, I might go overfill because I'm going to eat it biscuit like. But I might go a little bit less if I want to knife and fork that bitch. But look how good those look. And that's all air fryer, man. This one down here, the one on the bottom right, is a little bit more flatty flat, and the one in the middle is a little flatty flat. Like we're not going to get pancake flat because um, it's not so dense, and the air fryer is going to puff it up a little bit. But the one on top definitely looks biscuit. So uh, I took pictures of it, and I wanted you guys to see it. which then like begs, what will I search next? What else can I? Hold on. What were some of the other things I'm half considering, but I haven't looked up yet? Um, Mom gave me a bunch of spaghetti, so there's a chance I'm gonna try to bake a spaghetti, uh, like today or tomorrow, maybe, just because. Um, that's about it. I'm doing. I got a pork loin that I'm doing every week now to help kind of watch the quality of food that I'm eating. So stay away from the box of sugary happiness and stick to uh, wait 25 minutes and eat some some pork. But I'm enjoying it. So we'll see. Okay. So this is a picture of Lasagna's and Hammer's living room. Okay. This is where we would podcast the movies that made us. So typically she'll sit on the floor right in front of the cat, Hammer in the middle, me on the end. Right. We got the computer there, the back, right? So what we did was we went ahead and had an animation made. So when we put these episodes out, we're going to this is the base of the video we're going to attach to uh, those podcast episodes. But what we want to do with this now is theme each one of these to the movies that we watched. So the first movie we watched was My Neighbor Totoro. So what we're going to do now is we take this image and we make it look like basically what we're going to do in the background instead of the bookshelf, we're just going to put a large Totoro sleeping, um, and maybe some soot goblins in the corner or something. But it's interesting. We went over. I talked to him 2 weeks ago, and we went through the movie list, um, and we're just trying to figure out different ways to take this normal image and then make it look like the theme of the movie we're watching. So I just thought it would be kind of cool, and you guys get to see what we're working on. But look, that's a lasagna. That's Hammer, and then that's old man with the look how casual he looks. He's just hanging out, no knees. Does look like there's a little bit of a bend, but it's okay. But yeah, so we're working on this. Now that we have this one as the base, we should be able to start pumping out one or two of these per week, and fill the catalog of like 13 that we have. And then from there, we'll just have a few more made. So, but yeah, Hammer and Lasagna were real happy with this idea, and we'll see what we can do with it. But yeah, so those are some of the things that we're working on. We're trying to make because some of these have gone. God, it's been like 6 months for a couple of these that have been recorded. Um, and we want to put them out, but I was trying to figure out how to put them out. Um, and I think this will be just fun enough if you wanted to watch them or replay them. I think like Kelly, YouTube's a lot of hers, not necessarily to watch anything, but that's her preferred method of listening. So we'll try it. We'll figure it out. One more, no more. One more, no more. Hold on. You can see kind of the blinks and the sways. Oh, um, we recorded with the CineAmigos last night for the review of Scream 7. The review of the Scream franchise is currently out. It was today's episode. Theirs should be releasing sometime this afternoon. Once it does, I'll make sure to post something on the socials. I'll text a couple of you guys, remind you. Um, it was a fun conversation. It was fun being on their podcast. So part one, you would listen to Chasing the Whimsy. Part two, CineAmigos YouTube/CineAmigos.com. So you can see the link in the description. So once that one posts, you can check them out. But yeah, it was fun. We're gonna do probably another collab sometime. Hey, Danielle. Kelly, say hi to Danielle. Danielle, say hi to Kelly. Um, the I think the next collab we want to do is right before Fan Fusion. So similar to how we do like a Road 2, we might do one with them or um, like somehow we're going to do a prep to get into Fan Fusion, practice and look at some panel ideas. So we'll see, we'll see. But that's all I did this week. There's so much 100 stuff to do. But we did record. What was funny is I made a comment to Megan last week, and I think we recorded it where I was like a week ahead. We have 2 episodes in the can right now. We got Limbs coming out on Monday next week, and then we got Vinny. We're going to do a slideshow of him on the VSQ cruise. So you got at least the next 2 episodes planned and scheduled. So it's interesting to because it was weird. Liam asked me yesterday actually. He says, "Am I done podcasting?" I'm like, "No." He's like, "You're more of a YouTuber now." I said, "No, I still record stuff." And then I'm thinking about it. I'm like, "Heck yeah, I have been recording a bunch of stuff." I got the 4 episodes I got to get for the Mind Pockets 100 out. We got 2 episodes in the can. Killing it. Um, I need backup roasting Ben, so it's good that you're here. Oh yay! Oh no! Looks like this. Oh, oh man! It's breaking. It's breaking. Okay, it's better now. Yeah, check them out. Commercial.
Get ready to meet your new favorite storyteller. Introducing the brand new podcast, Storytime with Mr. C. For most of his life, Mr. C has found pure joy in sharing tales with friends, family, students, even strangers. Now, he's bringing that lifelong passion directly to your ears. On Storytime with Mr. C, you'll join him as he digs up forgotten classics, hopefully creates some wonderful new ones, convinces a few special guests to share their incredible experiences, and takes us all back to the very beginning of what makes a great story. Find Storytime with Mr. C today on Spotify. Prepare to be amazed, entertained. It's more than just a podcast. It's an invitation to simply hang out, connect, and remember the simple pleasure of a well-told story.
I don't know if you guys. I'm sure obviously you noticed, but I like this animation for when I take my smoke break or I have to step away for a second. The other one was cool from the lo-fi video, but I think this one is a little bit more on brand for the show, right? Definitely let me know in the chats if you disagree or agree. So, um, like it. I had this one made. All right. Pocket Watch. Here's what I've been watching. Okay, Grandma. Don't know where Grandma's at. Grandma. Holy crap! Paradise season 2 by far has the best 4 episodes of a new season I've ever seen ever. Episode 2, whatever, it's okay. But absolutely, episodes 1, 3, and 4 are amazing. It is one of the. I'm so happy with the show. A lot of sophomore years, so a lot of shows in their second year, kind of like dip a little bit. I would say most kind of do. There's obviously some outliers that don't. Ted Lasso was fantastic season 2. Um, dude, I don't know where the rest of the show is going, but I'm telling you, like episode 1 is fantastic. My favorite episode this year. Episode 4, tearjerker. Oh, are you kidding me? I rarely put the same TV show on like in the same season, but this one deserved a fucking callback because I'm absolutely enjoying this show. Um, you can even okay. Uh, Spoiler, like you can go back watch season 1, but we're predicting global warming, global catastrophe. They make an underground bunker city. That's all of season 1. Whatever. Okay. I didn't spoil that much. There's a bunch of shit happening in that one. Season 2 starts with above ground during this catastrophe, right? So like we already know that it happened because they're all underground. So season 2 starts with what happens on like day 0. Um Amazing. And then we're just following post-apocalyptic worlds. And then it ends season episode 4 ends with uh uh like the political drama aspect of it. We got survival happening. We got political drama happening. I'm telling you, dude, this is my favorite show right now. I absolutely love the show. Um, I know a couple people are like a minute behind on the Pit. Pit, boom. Pit's taking is doing its thing now. Like we got we got some decent TV going on right now. But this one right here, Hulu, Disney. Watch episode 1. That's all I ask. Watch episode 1 of season 2. You don't need to know anything. Beautiful episode. Fantastic. I'll leave you on that. Um, the second thing that I watched is this on. Okay, now this Will Arnett, my favorite guy because he played BoJack Horseman. Movie. It's not streaming yet. It's one of the only movies I've bought in recently. It's like $9. It's in the trailer. Guy separates from his wife, midlife crisis, and then goes to stand up, and then like midlife crisis ensues. Uh, right in my wheelhouse. Love it. Um, Here's why I like this. One, it was funny. Bradley Cooper directed it. Small role in it. Um, Good movie. I like it personally because it did have a happy ending. It suggests I won't die alone. And the podcast will get better. Nailing it. I don't know what was the last couple of things I watched. Uh, I don't know if they ended well on some of the other midlife crisis shows that I'm relating to. Um, I don't know when you guys are going to find this. It should show up on the streamers in the next 30 days. It's like $1.30. A real easy watch, but it's actually really good. So keep an eye out for is this on? Is this thing on? Okay, Lincoln Lawyer, season 4. I can't remember season 3. No idea what's happening in season 3. Season 4, killing it. It is going to end after next season, season 5. I think a couple people started Lincoln Lawyer, but I don't know how many people stayed with it through season 3. Season 4 was very good. I enjoyed all of season 4. Nev Campbell had a big part in it. This guy had a big part in it, obviously. But check out the Lincoln Lawyer. Entertaining. I think it's worth the 2-day binge, the weekend. And then I had one more. Marshals. Okay, Marshals. It's a Yellowstone story. I actually think that's how they advertise it in some of the online and in the writings. It's Marshall's a Yellowstone story because it's based off of what happens after Yellowstone. Um, a bunch of references to the original Yellowstone story. Um, 2 episodes in, not bad. It does have a lot of Crime of the Week vibes to it, which I'm okay with for the moment. Yellowstone, the bear is ending after the season. I would agree. I think the bear should end after season 5, 4. 1, 2, 3, whatever season it is. Um, I think the Bear would definitely run its course after this next season. Um, but Marshals, I'm digging it. I'm okay with it for a second. Um, Yellowstone was good because it was just one long drama, whereas this one is crime of the week, but they're sprinkling in old stuff, and I think we're building up to something where we get away from maybe we get like a longer storyline. But they're planting all the seeds for the bigger overarching uh, storyline. Like Tracker took 2 seasons to kind of get that storyline going. Interesting now. Tracker, I like the news. The It came back from a hiatus, so I like where it's going because now we're finally getting answers. So I think they're going to start. They're laying the groundwork. We're going to see some drama happening because they keep referencing a bunch of stuff about um, Yellowstone. Dad, brother, Rip's name came up. Um, Marshall's 100% worth the watch. So keep an eye on it. That's all I've been watching on TV. Not a lot. Not a lot. Not a lot. I watched an entire season, 2 episodes, a movie. Yeah, it wasn't that much.
Pull up a chair for passionate film talk. We're thrilled to announce CineAmigos, the exciting new podcast that's about to become your go-to for all things film. Join host Pablo and his friend as they embark on an in-depth journey through their most beloved movies. Each episode is a lively conversation filled with unique perspectives, insightful analysis, and an undeniable love for cinema. If you're ready to deep dive beyond the surface and hear fresh takes on classic and contemporary films, CineAmigos is your perfect listening companion.
Mind Pockets. Let's do a review of Mind Pockets Lost Episode 100. And kind of go from there. Will have to update the CineAmigos ad. Yes, I know. Oh, dude, I 100% need to find uh okay, so I need to get back to a place where I was slightly more organized on my Mondays, where like today, oh, I need more body doubling. That's what I need. I need a body doubling night because I got like 4 emails I need to send. I got ads I need to update because that one I need to update for sure. And then um a couple of and I gotta get all the comics up and out. So this week or next week, 100% an extra body doubling night. Because it seems to be the only thing that keeps me focused enough to make sure fucking 4 emails go out. Um, and then I fucking tediously fucking edit all the photos into, oh my God. But yes, that will be updated very soon within the week. I could do it within the week. Um, but mine Pockets 100. All right. The Lost episode, I think went very well. Part of me was like, I didn't expect a bunch of people to come and hang out for 12 hours. I knew that wasn't going to happen, but I was very happy to see Courtney hung out for probably the longest. I think she hung out for like 6 hours, just over 4 hours, maybe a little bit longer. Um, Kelly was in a bunch. She probably hung out for 3 or 4 hours. She chatted for 3 or 4 hours. She probably listened maybe a little bit longer. Lasagna and Hammer hung out for about 2 to 3 hours. Once it hit midnight, everybody went to bed. I talked to Lasagna and Hammer, and they're like, "Yeah, like we're old, so everybody was in bed by 11." So that was fun. I did enjoy hanging out in the chats. Um, some of the feedback was um, oddly like relaxing to just randomly hear a stream of consciousness. So a couple of people said I had the voice for it. So yeah, fuck you guys. I don't know who you guys are, but you guys. Um, one person said that they would consider listening to it to help fall asleep to, versus like Rain or some other ASMR BS. What else? Uh, Trying to remember some of there was some. It was a very long night. I stayed up for 9 of it, and then I passed out, and then I got up and had to set some alarms to make sure I closed the show properly. Um, okay, so you guys can't read any of that. So the numbers, okay, I asked for the total number of mind pockets, okay, not necessarily played on the episode, but total number of mind pockets. Now the caveat to that I'll tell you in a second. And then the total run time of all of the individual mind pockets. Um, so here's the numbers. 1043 is the last mind pocket. So there's 1043 number of mind pockets, and then the total run time was 12 hours and 31 minutes and 57 seconds. Okay. Um, I have a bunch of guesses that people have submitted. I wrote them down. I have to go track down the last couple of other ones, just to make sure I have everything fair. Um, I think I have the 4 winners. We're gonna do. Oh, okay. So here's one of the problems. Okay, is originally it was gonna be like one overall number, one runtime number, right around 6 hours. Okay, and here's what kills me the most. Okay, right around 6 hours, which would have been, I started at 5, so it might have been like 5 hours. Might have been 5. I don't know what time it was. 10 o'clock. So it would have been just after. It would have been in the 5 hour time frame. Um, what was interesting is it had the most people active in the chats, and everybody happened to hear a repeat of a mind pocket. And then they continued to repeat mind pockets for 23 mind pockets. Um, what had happened was when I was pulling all the missing data and then trying to gather it all together, what happened was, so originally I knew I was missing 21 to 41. So I took all the slides because I lost all the original recordings. So I had to go back into the original slideshows and pull all that data out and then drop them in, and I made 2 like hour long files. And then Canva was like, you can't download anything over 30 minutes. So I'm like, motherfucker. So I had to then take all of those files and I had to make them into twosies. Like the process for the most part, I think, was pretty spot on. I don't know if it could have gotten any better, but when I was putting everything together, the 29, 30, 31, 32, that chunk, when I had to separate them, I separated them, but when I got to the 31 and 32, I deleted 31, 32, and I doubled up on 29 and 30. Okay. So that's what you guys would hear. The beauty of this was I found once I heard it, I jumped back in, a different computer, found the two missing episodes, re-edited, reposted it, and then I attached it to the back of what would have been episode 41. So it played 29 and 30 twice, 41, and then it played 31 and 32. So if you're like, oh, all the Mind Pockets weren't played, fuck you. They're all in there. Technically, there's 23 extra Mind Pockets on the recording and an extra 19 minutes and 11 seconds on the live stream. So, um, we have winners for the original count of the 1043, and we have a winner for the original runtime of 1231. But then everybody in the chat lost their mind. Lasagna was like, "We all win." I'm like, "Calm down." Courtney's like, Courtney made a comment like how I can ship him her stuff, dude. Like everybody was just like, it was anarchy for a minute. Um, so with the idea that there are now a new total and a new runtime, um, we did pick up a second. Courtney, Courtney did win, maybe, can't tell you. Um, the I think the more intriguing winner is somebody hit the number spot on, like legit spot on. Now, you know, like hardcore gamblers, like when they pick their like Powerball numbers or they play their roulette numbers, right? It's always based off of like their birthday, the kids' birthdays, or like some important number. Um, well, that fucking worked out for somebody. Somebody was like, "This number means something to me." Boom, 1043, nailed it on like no counting. It was just like, "When's my birthday?" Boom, nailed it. Um, so yeah, they won. I got some numbers. I got four winners. So I'll keep you guys updated on um, when those gifts go out. Um, don't let me forget click no click. Okay, so when I was talking about we've already seen pictures of these, right? But these ones are signed. So Kit gave some original artwork. She signed hers. Um, Skylar Sugar Skullet, she printed her. I had those printed. She signed all of them. So these are signed. Um, Kit, because she's Ukraine, that's a digital signature, but I've only printed a very limited number of those. So outside of, unless you hack my computer and grab the file, you'll never see a signed Kit photo or picture ever again. Well, maybe again, but um, Skylar, uh, this would be her first public printed commissioned work. This is her first work that she's been paid for. Um, so the four or five people that win, you guys got exclusive artwork. She blows up. You guys got fucking before she was famous signatures. Also within the basket or the box of the giveaway stuff, um, we got not all of this soap, but here's some of the samples that you guys can get. There's two big bars. We got two smaller bars. We got some shower steamers from Nature's Wing 75. That comic book, if we zoom in on the White Ghost, there's a Walt signature or Walt Flanagan signature. Walt Flanagan did all of the pencils for that comic, so he was able to present some of those for us. Ming Chen is mailing something out this week, so I should have it by Friday, I would assume. So Ming Chen is sending something signed. Um, and then Danielle from Whimsy with a Z, she'll be sending in some original artwork also. She like whatever she drew, love it. Totally cool. She did the gnomes. I showed a picture a couple of weeks ago. But there is a chance that in the future, because if we listen to the Danielle last year, she had a real interest in art and fashion design. She fucking draws fucking dresses that are fucking amazing. So there's a chance that in the future, definitely in the Patreon gift, you guys are gonna get like a fucking 6x4 um, original drawing of some dresses that she did. I think they're fucking cool. So those are coming. Um, those are the last two that for sure I'm waiting for. Um, here's a picture of what it all looks like together. Boom. So we got four or five winners snagging all this. I got magnet in there, blue. Very few people have the blue magnets. All the other ones from now on are gonna be black. You got the button. I got some more shit that I'm gonna throw in there for you guys. Um, it's a nice little package. We got original art. We got some signed comics. We got some decent. We got some fucking bomb soap. Mom said she liked it. Um, so yeah, congratulations to the winners. Um, I will reach out to all of them, let them know they won before I let you guys know. Um, and then we'll get those out here shortly. Um, so woot woot. There was. I think that's it. Okay, so more stuff about My Pockets 100. Um, this goes back to like, why didn't I Google shit first? The original recording ran for 12 hours and 50 minutes. So if you stayed up on the original recording, yes, if you stayed up for the original recording, you would see that it ended at 12:50 and 13 seconds. Because I set the alarm, because I had to set the alarm because I needed to make sure that there was a whimsy at the end of the show. So I gave the whimsy, went to bed, woke up, and then people are like, "Hey, where's the rest of the mind pocket?" And realize that YouTube only keeps it for 12 hours. So um, it ran for 11 hours and 55 minutes. So last night I listened to it, found out where it ended, and then I found it again in the original, and then I re-recorded the last 55 minutes of the lost episode. So technically there's two parts to the lost episode. So if anybody wants to be like, "Oh man, fuck you, I counted them all." The original only has uh minus 55 minutes worth of mind pockets and runtime. I want my prize. Fuck you. I did put it back on the back end. So sorry. Like, who's gonna yell at me? Like, who's gonna come at me? I would love you think, let me see who's on this list. I know Lasagna would. Lasagna wants all kinds. Dude, she loves collecting all this stuff. Um, Courtney, just because if I don't bend to her will, I'm an ableist and I'm homophobic. So there's a couple people that might have a might throw a fit, but I think in all, everybody was who did play in the chats. Had a couple people uh, who were at a doctor's appointment listening for the first hour. A couple of people jumped in and out throughout the night. Mom jumped in and out a couple of times at work. Um, it's still seeing some play 2 days later. I think it ended at 98, 89, 98, 89. And it's up to like 105, 103. Hold on, let me look. My computer is hot. Maybe that's why it's all laggy. Dude, this computer has been running like a champ the last couple of days. Um, Live part 2. 107. Too bad. I do expect it to uh, be one of those that finds another. I bet you can find another 50 or 60 views over the next week or two. Um, it was a fun episode. I'm glad we did it. Um, me see a couple of other notes that I got from it. Um, there was a real meta moment at like, I think it was like 3 or 4 hour mark. Um, I made a comment because I watched this skit couple that do videos, Chris and Jack, and they ran a marathon of all of their skits that ran like 27 hours or some shit to kind of help raise money for some upcoming stuff, right? So it was interesting to hear the mind pocket of look what these guys did. How fun would it be if we just took and re-recorded all of the mind pockets marathon? So it was like real interesting, like real fucking meta. Um, that in 2024, I was already thinking about running the marathon episode. Um, I didn't realize it until more towards like the mid 60s of where I was like, I really want to do something with it. And then right around the 70s is when I really solidified what it is that I wanted to do for 100. So it was interesting to hear way back into the 30s of like, here's an idea. Liam popped up a couple of times, which was interesting. I completely spaced that he was on Mind Pockets on a Monday. So you got to hear Liam's voice for 2 of them. Um, I was a little. It took over 6 hours to get out of the year 2024. Here's some cool. I'm just giving you some fun stats. Uh, uh, yeah, we started. I used to record like fucking 2 minute long ones, like for whatever reason. I have no idea why. Um, but those ones were like all the way up into like almost probably hour 7 to break the 2025 barrier. Um, we heard the car cast. We heard the beginnings of Sad Dad, which was always like what was fun is when everybody was listening before 11 p.m. When we're listening to them, I, I know with me, I remember what time of year it was or what day it was to be because like when we talked about the car, I went to Chicago. Um, we talked about the car. We talked about a knot a little bit. So like, oh my god, these are all December. And then some of the other ones earlier, I'm like, oh, I remember those. Courtney's were in there. Courtney had a 5 minute long mind pocket about cat distribution. What? Um, um, Courtney had a mind pocket that wasn't supposed to be a mind pocket when she yelled at me because I yelled at her uh, for not pausing between recordings. Does anybody else have a favorite mind pocket that they heard? Um, what's funny is when there was a mind pocket about when my recorder broke, and when that recorder broke, it was right in that time frame of when I lost 17 to 41. It was like somewhere right in that area. So like when I heard, oh man, I broke my recorder and I had to get a new one, I was like, oh cool, that's the exact moment I lost a bunch of files, and that's why I had to go back and find all the missing ones. Uh, what else did I have written down? There was an idea 2 years from now when we get to Mind Pocket 200. I would like to do a 24-hour live stream, but I lose that because I can't record longer than 12 hours. So there is a chance that I make this a regular thing that every 100 episodes of Mind Pockets we just rerun 1 to 200 and run a 24-hour live stream. If that's the case, then what we would have to do because we looked at it. Because there's a couple YouTubers that have done like 36-hour live streams before, and then what they did is they broke them up into parts. So what would happen is if I ever do a 1 to 200 mind pockets, we'll schedule an intermission somewhere, um, for like a 5 minute gap so that I can just jump in and restart the new stream. Because at this point we did it once. Why the hell not do it again? Like that'd be like the weirdest tradition ever. To be like, why does this guy have a 12-hour live stream of just a stream of consciousness? And then it's like, oh my god, now he's a 24-hour one. And then like 4 years from now, oh my god, there's 36 hours of mind pockets. I think that would be amazing. Um, one could argue, why do you need to play them all over again, Ben, if you already have them recorded once? I don't know. But for whatever reason, I want to run it for 24 hours. I don't know why, okay? I guarantee you, in a year, someone write this down. A year from now, when I'm like, hey guys, we're going to get ready for Mind Pockets 200 in 24 weeks, people are going to be like, why are you re-recording the stuff you already have re-recorded? Um, why? Because I'm gonna unlist it. You'll never see the original again. That's why. Um, like, well, we could just listen to the first one, Ben. I'm like, that's not the point. It's like it makes no sense. Like as I say it out loud, there's absolutely zero sense to re-record 1 to 100 and then 101 to 200 again. I have the first 100 already. I don't know. We got 2 years to figure it out. All right. We got all kinds of stuff to happen before then. We got the anniversary show coming up in July. We got Chasing the Whimsy Proper 200 coming up in, oh my God, 40 weeks. We just put out what, 165, so 35 weeks from now. What is 35 weeks from now? Uh, 8 months and 3 weeks. What day is that? First of the year? Oh, I don't think I can get New Year's Eve off. Who would hang out with me for a New Year's Eve Chasing the Whimsy 100 or episode 200? Hold on. What's the calendar look like? What day is that on? December 31st is a Thursday. Lame. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Ben's already planning shit 35 weeks in advance. Ugh. Um, so here was an interesting. I'll end on this. When I do the mind pockets, normally weekly, you hear a click from when I end it, right before I comment and or jump into the next one. When I did the Lost episode, I worried about the volume because I used to scream for like the first couple of weeks, and then I kind of toned it down a little bit. So I didn't want to have to like play with the volumes all that much during the recording. So I went ahead and edited to even out all the levels. But when I edited all the levels down, I lost the clicks. So I did pose a poll question if people missed the click or not. Um, Surprisingly, the majority did miss the click. Lasagna, to be fair, she didn't understand what the hell the question was, so she just clicked yes because everybody else clicked yes. Otherwise, it would have been about 50-50. Um, I think I like the click out only because if you're going to sit and listen for 2 or 3 hours of the mind pockets, do you really want to hear fucking 40 clicks every 45 seconds? Um, there's no way I'm gonna get the clicks back. Just FYI, can't get it back. Otherwise, the volume would be all. Dude, I have no idea what this thing would have sounded like if we kept the hard originals and I didn't play with the audio at all. Um, but yeah, That was My Pockets 100. I think it was a huge success. We got some winners. Yeah, because sometimes it's hard to tell uh, when the next one starts. I know. I think that's kind of fun to be like, what is that this one? Um, I didn't hear any like repeated mind pockets. A lot of crying over the family tree project didn't sound good. I messed up, or I need social media help. Like I get those, but I don't. They weren't like legit the same. Um, the My Pockets 100 episode had Ming Chen, Walt Flanagan, uh, Vinny. I think Vinny had the most memorable Mind Pocket. I think he really went for it with like his first one. You're like, you hear his second one, you're like, oh, first one's tame. But Vinny, nice guy. I appreciate him for getting out there. No shaming, no shame. Ming Chen was fun. I like talking to him. Walt Flanagan worried a second if his mind pocket his mind pockets were worthy, and they absolutely were. Uh, the third one was thought provoking, which I thought was fun. Um, and then Courtney, absolutely amazing. There is a chance that Courtney gets her own mind pocket show of some kind. Right now, I'm playing with every once a Monday, one Monday per month. We'll do a mind pocket mini, and I'll give you instead of me fucking just talking the whole time. Um, I'll pre-record 3 mind pockets from her, so that way we can start building her mind pocket catalog. Like, what do we do when we get 100 Courtney mind pockets? Do we do a marathon for her? Because hers average like 4 minutes each. So 100, 400 minutes. How long is 400 minutes? 6.5 hours. Oh man, that'd be crazy. Oh, dude, I would. I'm not gonna lie. I would listen to 6 hours of Courtney, especially now. Uh, living her best 20, or in my opinion, her best 27. Uh, I don't think she'll be fully able to acknowledge and accept 27 until she's older. But oh my god, how funny would that be? But yeah, we're gonna start building up Courtney's line pocket count. Um, Other than that, I think that's all I got for you guys. Let's say thank you to the Patreon people
At Nature's Wings, we're all
after
about
we hear from
skincare
Nature's
that
Wings.
truly cares for you. Our mission is simple: create high quality, homemade products that nourish both the body and the soul. Every bath bomb, every bar of soap, every handcrafted item starts with natural ingredients chosen to support all skin types, gentle, thoughtful, and made with intention. We're proud to be a local small business, committed to bringing you products that feel good, smell amazing, and elevate your everyday self-care. Nature's Wings, naturally crafted, made from the heart. Check us out at natureswings75.com.
Andy, Nikki, your family, Megan, your family, Joyce, and Enderfrog, EC1, Violet, Lasagna Hammer, Blake, Vinny S, Kelly, Megan, Kit, and Nature's Wings 75. Thank you guys for the Patreon, all the extra support. I appreciate it. Um, I do think I'm working on. So the next project is how do I get the Patreon better? Um, I need to like suck it up. I think because all 4 of the guest interviews are fucking good. Because there's roughly 20 extra minutes on the front, or like total, like 10 on the front, 10 on the back, of all 4 of those interviews. That I think are just brilliant, and I think it really adds to the conversation a little bit. Um, I want them all on YouTube, but I might Patreon exclusive those. I try to justify doing 2 of them, but then it doesn't make sense why I don't do all 4 of them then. So I'm thinking I'm going to put them on Patreon first, and then do like and then release them on YouTube later. So you like, I think part of it will be here's the idea. Okay, Patreon gives you exclusive first look versus you have to wait a month or two to see those. So I think that's where we're going to go right now for those. Because I do think they're good, and I do think that everybody should be able to see them. Um, Same thing with Lasagna and Hammers, movies that made us. We're going to put those all online on Patreon for exclusives before we roll those out to Spotify and or YouTube. So, yeah, keep an eye out on the. So, I'll end it with this: sign up for the fucking free Patreon. Like, what the fuck? Um, and then two, check your emails. Like, I know, I trust me, I fucking hate it. I hate opening my email and seeing notifications from Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, fucking neighbor app. Like, I 100%, I know you guys hate looking at all these fucking notifications. And I don't mean to swear so much. I'm sorry, but uh, I need you guys to I need you to pay attention to the Patreon stuff, or go in once a week and look at the page. That's my ask. Pay attention to the notifications because, like, when I post something, you should get an email. So when you see that email, fucking look at the email, or check the site because I might like. What if I put something on there that you guys want to see? You know what? Just for giggles, I'm gonna be like, hey man, first 4 people to fucking see this win something, and then nobody's gonna see it. I'm gonna be pissed. This one doesn't have an outro. That's it. 103. I got you to the hour. Thank you everybody for the 100, the lost episode. Thanks for hanging out. Uh, Life is good, man. Um, I enjoying it. So, uh, like, let's just take 2 seconds, just real quick. Podcast 164 just released. We did 100 Mind Pockets, which means there's 100 Nooners. That's 360 episodes of regular Ben. Then you got the 50 episodes of Whimsy Z. That's 400 episodes. 400. I think if you chat GPT, average runtime of Jason Whimsy proper, it comes out to 47 minutes. All the live streams come out to an hour. And we'll call it like 35 for Whimsy with the Z. So you do all the math on that. It's a lot of hours that you guys have listened. So I can't thank you guys enough for that. Other than that, stay amazing. Say hello. And I think that's it. I'm gonna be making some pancakes this week. You guys are gonna. I think they're gonna. Maybe I'll watch a video on meringue so I can make some souffle pancakes. Whimsy.